Next up, we have Anemone by Towa CH from, I guess, the Osumania soundtrack. I'm not entirely sure, but it's one of those, right? Once again, everybody, this is a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, a composer, and my objective here is to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what is happening here musically. If you like the sound of that, make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, all that good stuff. Consider becoming a member, one of them paid subscriptions. Give me money. Do not do it at the expense of your own economic well-being. I love it when you give me money. Don't do it at your own expense. And once again, 2 disclaimers. Number 1, this is my first time hearing this track, so I will be pausing a lot. Do not request songs yet. And number 2, so yeah, I will be pausing a lot as I will be explaining things as they happen. And number 2, this is happening live on stream, so I might stumble upon my words. It's in a single take, so whatever happens, happens, right? So with that being said, let's do this. Anemone, let's see what you got. Okay, I wanted to wait for this whole phrase to play out. So we start with what sounds to be a metal band with a female vocalist. We are having this ascending motif in the vocals. So this is a song. This is going to be a song, most likely, because songs have lyrics and have vocalists, that kind of thing. Welcome back, City. So we have this motif with the vocals going upwards, the motif being the smallest version of your musical idea, the seed from which everything else comes from. However, when it comes to songs, many times the motif can change quite a bit because things become more about the lyrics than they do about the melodies. However, I'm not very good with lyrics. I can't read, so... So, yeah, I'm going to be focusing on the music. So, yeah, we have the drums, we are having the guitars, and they're kind of just building up time, being relatively slow, making this build up. Let's see where this goes. A second vocal line. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I wrote an opera. I wrote an opera. I can show you after this video, by the way. I can bring my sheet music. I have like the physical opera in one of my bookshelves. All right, let's see. Let me go back a couple of seconds. Let me see here. Drums have sped up a little bit. So we had a quick moment of going off the ramp. Going off the ramp, of course, is a colloquial term that I use. That means colloquial means there's no official academic term or anything like that. I'm just using this to explain my point better, right? We had a brief moment. Usually this is what we call dropping the beat. But it's basically you remove the drums to give you the sensation of off the ramp, of going off the ramp, being at the mercy of inertia, which is what happened. We removed the guitars, we removed the drums, and we kept just the vocals. I did hear the guitars going kind of crazy, so let me go back a couple of seconds. So let's see. Oh no, that's a synth. That's a keyboard. So it is the same motif. It is the same motif. It just got a lot more sped up. Do I ever get tired explaining the same terms over and over? Not really, no. So yes, we had this motif, and what we did was reduction. Because I'm explaining them when they apply. And some people, this might be their first video watching. So if I don't explain what I mean here, they might not get it. So there you go. So we are doing reduction. So the first motif that we had, that first vocal line was very, very slow, going upwards and upwards kind of thing. However, reduction is when you take a motif or a melody or a musical something in music and you reduce the duration of it, but you force it to be played proportionately the same. So in this case, we are having this keyboard going extremely fast and extremely slow in a shorter amount of time than it usually would be. Oh, the stream is lagging. The stream is lagging. I'm gonna continue explaining things, but yeah, the stream is lagging. So yeah, we are having this going on. Let's see where this goes. Okay, now we start what is called the verse. In music, you can have many types of structures. In songs, it is a verse. In this case, we call this a verse. Verse, yeah, I just noticed it's lagging, but I'm gonna continue because the recording is gonna stay. The recording is gonna stay. It's just that the Twitch, I don't know what the hell's going on, dude. I don't know what the hell's going on, but this has been happening recently. I don't know if it was my internet or not, but yeah, it's lagging. I am gonna continue explaining as usual. So yes, a verse is one of the structures of a song. You can have verse, you can have chorus, you can have breaks, you can have bridges, you can have solos, intros, outros, all that kind of stuff. A verse is mostly characterized by going through a lot of words. Like, the whole point of a verse is to mainly go through text. Chorus is where it's going to be, and yes, Steiner, yes, there is. And a chorus is going to be more the melodic idea going, that kind of thing. So I don't think it's going to help. It's from my end that the stream is lagging. So yes, let's see where this goes, because now we have the verse going on. Let's see. Very cool verse, and now we are up to the chorus. We have now gotten the chorus. Yeah, we are losing on a lot of frames. Continue. So yeah, it's from my end. So yeah, these are... Okay, so now we have the chorus. This is the chorus. So as you will be able to tell, this is more focused on the melodies. This is the main idea of the song. It's not so much about going through text as it is going through the music. So let's see where it goes. Come on, catch up. Okay, so we finish that that verse like that. It seems like it's stabilizing, but I don't know what's going on, dude. I really don't know what's going on. This keeps happening. It's so frustrating because I don't know what to change here. So yeah, let's see. So we now went to the post-chorus. We're going to some of the riffs that were before. By the way, a riff is the more contemporary version of a motif. A motif, as I said, a small version of your musical idea, that kind of thing. And a riff is just the modern version of that, usually used for the accompaniment, for like the guitars, the bass, some sort of keyboard, that kind of thing. It's used, it's not just melodic, but it tends to be like between melodic and rhythmic. It has a lot of that stuff going on for it. So yeah, we're going for this riff now, and let's see. We're bringing that initial motif. Solo. Verse number 2. So yeah, you can hear how verses can have this kind of variation completely, because the first verse was very different from this one, but the overall structure stays the same. This is a verse because we are going through text mostly. So yeah, okay, from my end it says that the stream is recovered now, so go ahead and refresh if you need to. We do this. I guess this bit over here we would call a pre-chorus, because the musical idea is not quite the same as the verse, but it's not the chorus either. So this could be a pre-chorus. Let's see what it does. Phoenix, welcome to today. How you doing? Oh! So instead of going to the chorus, we went to the breakdown, which is fairly common nowadays in this kind of music and metal and whatnot, where you delay the chorus with a breakdown. And a breakdown is a very recent thing, very popularized by metalcore, deathcore, gent, those kind of things. It's the metal equivalent of dropping the beat, except usually this is used to postpone the chorus. We just had the verse, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, breakdown chances are after this, we might have maybe a little break and then the chorus again, or we might just go straight for the chorus after this breakdown. And usually a breakdown is going to be mostly rhythmic. It's going to be mostly rhythm. Again, there's 3 main blocks when it comes to music: melody, harmony, and rhythm. And it's a combination of everything. A breakdown, it's going to mainly be rhythmic. So, T4L and Die Hard Ken, welcome to today. How y'all doing? All right, so let's see where this goes. Yep. Ooh, okay. So yeah, we went from the breakdown to what is called now a bridge. This is going to bridge us through. Chances are this is next going to be accompanied by either a solo or the chorus, or the solo and then the chorus. Let's see where this goes. This is very cool. So yeah, as you can hear, the rhythm is all over the place here in a very cool way. Like they're pretty much exploring ideas that they couldn't have done in other sections, which is one of the things that sections like the breakdown and the solo can really, really have. So when it comes to a solo, solos are very peculiar areas in music, because usually for the rest of the song or for the rest of the track, you want to really stick to your motifs, you want to stick to your riffs, you want to stay and keep things as familiar as you can. When it comes to a solo, you can introduce completely new material. And it is a rule of cool aspect. For example, in my case, for the songs that I've written, that I've made for myself, my solos don't have anything to do with the track at hand. They are completely new melodies, completely unrelated from the rest of the material. And they feel cool. And they're cool too, and they're cool. They sound cool. They sound fun. They are fun to play. That's what happens with these solos. And the rhythmic equivalent to that is going to be a breakdown. The breakdown is going to be that, but for rhythm. You can completely bring completely unrelated, completely new ideas that you had not done in the entirety of the track and use them here and only here. And it's going to be, that's why solos are so entertaining. Yes, because it's going to be very fresh material that goes against the conventions. Because as I've said many times before, right, there is a very difficult balance to be had, a very careful balance to be had between what is familiar and what is new. Too much familiarity, too much repetition, you get bored, you tune out. Too much new stuff, you get overwhelmed, you tune out. So there is a balance to be had over there, except for solos and breakdowns. Here, it's rule of cool. Whatever sounds best, whatever sounds cool. Is there a way of overdoing it? Yes, there is a balance to be had there as well, but it's a lot more lenient, and it's proof that theory isn't always everything. If you hear something being a music rule, it's not a rule, it's a common practice, because it tends to work that way. But sometimes theory just does not add up to practice. So reaction to Beneath the Final Light. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you liked it. All right, let's see where this goes. We got a minute left. Let's see. And back to the chorus we go. But we combined the chorus with a going off the ramp. We combined the chorus for the going off the ramp, which is fairly common here as well for this kind of music, because now we're going to enter climax. And climax is we are revisiting as much as we can. And usually a chorus is a very good section for you to have a climax with. Phrasing. But yes, a chorus is a very good section for you to set up the climax of the track. So it's like solos are your go crazy and improve moment. They can be. They can be. Or they can just be a just do what feels nice. For example, Guns N' Roses, Slash. You hear any of the albums from the 70s and 80s that Guns N' Roses did with Slash, the solos are insanely simple. Like, they are such easy solos, but they sound so good. They sound so good because the guy put so much soul into and feeling into every single one of them. Like the solo for November Rain is such an easy solo. It's one of the easiest solos you can possibly play, and yet it is one of the most powerful solos to ever be written in rock and roll history. So you have that. So yeah, best thing to hear if their solo is a drop of swords for the minimal instrument part. It can be. Or in this case, we're having the chorus. Let's see where it goes. And yeah, we're doing the chorus without anything else. We're gonna modulate. No, we did not modulate. And now we bring back chorus again and full on climax mode. Oh. Ooh. Oh, that's awesome, yeah. Okay, so what happened here is we did a very... it gave me goosebumps. It's one of those moments where you can make an outro. You can repeat the last part of the phrase a few times to just delay that ending, delay that cadence. And you cycle through that a few times, and it just ends up building up even more. Because once again, when you are making music, you are doing one of two things. You are building tension or you are resolving that tension. And that moment in between, we call the cadence. So what is happening here is we are taking the moment of cadence and we are just extending it and extending it, teasing you with the actual resolution so that when it comes, it's going to be that much more satisfying. So let's see, because it's about to end. We got 15 seconds left, 12 seconds left. One last run. One last run from the intro. And we end it with a half cadence. One last run from the intro, and we end it with a half cadence. Oh my god. So, as I just said, right? Tension, resolution, this moment is called a cadence. However, there is one very special type of cadence, which is called the half cadence. It's not uncommon, it's just special, because the half cadence, what it does is that it doesn't resolve on the spot, but it leads you to expect that it gets resolved in the measure after, or in the section after. That is what a half cadence does. It's fairly common because of that, because that way you can lead one section into the next. However, when you end a piece like that, it gives you that sense of interrupted momentum. It just completely interrupts everything, and now it's over. So you're probably going to panic there, because it's over, but it didn't resolve. You didn't resolve your cadence. And that is that feeling that you get. Whenever you hear that, it's that feeling that you get of, okay, so it is over, but it didn't feel like it was over. You are left wanting more, basically. So, there you go. That was Anemone from Towa CH, I believe from the osumania thing. So, there you go. That was awesome. That was awesome, dude. That was amazing. So there you go. Once again, everybody, this has been a Basterd's LFA layman-friendly analysis. If you're watching this on the YouTube archive video thing, thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Follow the channel, whatever term you want to use. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member, one of them paid subscriptions, support the channel with money. Do not do it at your own expense, though. Do not put your economic well-being at risk in order to give you money. I love it when you give me money. Don't do it at your own expense. So, if you want to listen to this track without me interrupting every 3 seconds, I will be linking it down below in the description. If you want to request a song and you're not on the live stream, go to the Discord. If you're on the live stream, you can start requesting songs right now, by the way. And if you're not on the live stream, go to the Discord, go to the LFA requests channel, and follow the instructions in the pinned messages, on the pinned messages. If you don't follow the instructions to the letter, Ava's gonna yell at you. Ava has been authorized to use lethal force. Okay, and if you want to watch these streams live when they happen, we aim for Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Central European Time. Sorry. And if you want to check that in your local time zone, go to either the Twitch or the Discord. Links are below, and they both have the stream schedule showing in your local time zone so that you don't have to bother calculating. And follow the gaming channel. We have a gaming channel. Games are Basterd. Same username, just swap the J for a G. That's where I put the VODs of the after show gaming that we do, because I'm catching up with video games I never played in my life. And it turns out to be a lot of them, like Final Fantasy, Halo, Mass Effect, those kinds of games. So we've been playing through that kind of games on the after shows. They get put on the Games Are Basterd channel. And there you go. That was Anemone. That was awesome, dude. That was awesome. It was really good Japanese. I think it was Japanese metal, but amazing stuff either way. But yeah, let's move on.